Ladies and gentlemen, we got a change today. We're going to talk sports today. We're going to talk about the NBA today. We're going to talk about the most surprising thing that has happened in the NBA playoffs so far. We are 2 days in, and I got to say, the real surprises happened on day one, so we're going to go back there. Feel free to hit that like button on this video if you love sports, if you love NBA, and feel free to come back for more as I discuss more sports in the future, wrestling as well. Sports and wrestling, stay tuned for it. So, we're going to talk about the first day. There's 3 surprising things that happened. The Nets win on the first day. Surprising. The Magic win on the first day, and the Spurs win on the first day. What is the most surprising thing that happened so far? Well, when I look at the Spurs and the Nuggets, I can't say that it is that surprising. It is a surprising thing that happened, but when you look at it, the Nuggets have a young core, not many people in the playoffs on that team, and the Spurs have DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, and of course, one of the greatest coaches of all time, Greg Popovich. So when you look at the teams, also Derek White, that guy's a phenomenon and a revelation in himself. The Spurs are just not the same when that guy was injured. So that is not that surprising, but surprising to say the least. When you look at the Nets, they have a solid core. D'Angelo Russell, a revelation. I'm a Lakers fan, so I know all about that guy. He has been fantastic this year. They have a solid core of young players. Spencer Dinwiddie, he is fantastic as well. Karis LeVert, that guy is great as well. So they have a solid team. I didn't see that one coming at all. The Nets and the Sixers, I thought it would just be a 4 or 5 game series between the Sixers and the Nets, but the Sixers are in for a dogfight. But the most surprising thing that happened so far is the Magic beating the Raptors. How about that? They go into Toronto, and the Raptors obviously have the game 1 yips, if I can say that, but I never expected them to lose to the Magic at all. I expected it to be like another series that I expected. Okay, 4 games, 5 games if the Magic are lucky, and we'll see how the series turns out. Sometimes, we have these surprising things happen, and the better team flexes their muscle and they come back and they dominate the series. But what we got in game 1 was just an all-out dogfight. And get down to the end of the game, towards the end of the game, Kawhi Leonard goes on a personal 5-0 run, and you're thinking, okay, the Raptors have it in hand, Kawhi Leonard is going to close it, that's that. But DJ Augustine hits a huge 3-pointer late in that game, and I gotta say, I was just surprised, I was shocked at that, and Kawhi Leonard goes on to airball a 3 after that, and it is just over from there, and the Raptors are in an unenviable position. I don't know if it's a must win in the game 2 for the Raptors, but it is close too when you consider the fact that playoff Kyle Lowry came back. Man, what is with this guy? Multiple time All-Star. This guy has 0 points in that game, and people have the nerve to come back and say, well, he had a good plus minus. I don't want to hear that. Man, that dude was getting outplayed by Fred VanVleet. Come on, man. And no disrespect to Fred VanVleet. I mean, you can make the case that in the playoffs, he needs to be the starting point guard, and Kyle Lowry needs to come off the bench. Because when you look at late in that game, when the ball would come to Kyle Lowry, man, he was hot potatoing that thing right back to Kawhi Leonard. He didn't want no parts of that. I don't know what's up with Kyle Lowry. This has been the case before, back when it was him and DeMar DeRozan, every time. And this was before they would get to LeBron James and fold as a team. Even in the playoffs, before they would face the Cavs or wherever LeBron was, they would have the struggles to get through these first round series, these second round series. Kyle Lowry would just be playing horrible basketball, and it continued into 2019. Playoff Kyle Lowry's back. That guy needs to bounce back, because if Kyle Lowry doesn't show up at all, I'm not entirely sure that the Raptors will come back and win this series. So it'll be interesting to see how Kyle Lowry comes out going forward, because if they do somehow squeak by this series, look, they got tough games or tough series going forward, and I don't see them advancing very far if Kyle Lowry is a no-show. So we'll see how this all turns out. The Magic winning against the Raptors in Game 1, the most surprising thing to happen so far. We'll see how all of these series play out. Let me know what you think down in the YouTube comments or on Twitter. You can find me at OMG Corey B and at 2SweetPod as well. At OMG Corey B is my personal account. You can find me there. Let me know your thoughts.